So guys, how do you get small brand going viral? There's few ways. Of course, it's never gonna be an easy road. Basically, my topic is how do you push it on ads? So if, for example, you have a small brand, you're starting out, I'm not sure what you can be clothing, can be anything, related. The first thing you have to have is definitely, well, Instagram and Facebook page and some videos, something basically to show. But then the next part is when it comes to running ads, most people do the biggest mistake is when they actually start running ads in whole country. So let's say if you're living in UK and you have, I don't know, some clothing brand that you're doing, and you start to run ads, and you don't expect many people, you will not get any people to buy, more or less. Few will buy, but not too many. So what's the biggest issue there? Well, the biggest issue is that most people think that if I run to multiple people, the ads will be cheaper and it will be more effective. No, it's actually the other way around. What you have to do is to get, if you're living in a quite big enough town, let's say, I don't know, 50 to 100,000 people, you start running ads of your brand only into that city, and you keep on spinning it, because if you're gonna push it outwards, nobody's gonna see it. Like, imagine if your budget is, I don't know, $100 or 100 euros, pounds per day, and you're doing a whole nationwide advertisement or worldwide. I don't know which way you prefer, but it's not gonna be like people will not know this brand, and they will be like, okay, this is just another brand or whatever. But if you concentrate and you keep on running ads in the same location for a long time, for a long period of time, it's kind of like a virus. It starts to spread. So basically, you start in one city, you keep on pushing it. Of course, new content and everything, you so on. Most people buy in to your brand when they see at least 7 times. So it's impossible to show to people nationwide. You need millions to actually spread the word about your brand. So the best way of doing this is concentrate on a small area. The ads will be more pricey, but they will be seeing it. So their friends will see it, their friends will see it. They start talk about it. So word to mouth kind of thing. And everybody starts thinking that this brand is super popular, even though it's only in your city and nobody else outside your city knows about it. But that's where everything picks up. One person starts to wear, the other person asks, like if it's clothing brand, the one other person asks, where did you get it from? It looks nice. They say, oh, this brand, and they start talking about it, and they say, oh yeah, I seen it on Facebook. It's popular, even though it's only concentrated in one area. So that's the key factor here, that you have to, when you're starting a brand or whatever you're doing, you concentrate in one area and you keep on pushing it. If you cannot get it selling in that town, it means it's not gonna sell nationwide, because people need to see this brand. They need to see that. That's how the brands work. They see it often. They see it in the shops or whatever. So if you're starting a brand and you want to do it right, you need to start from small area and expand like a virus. I usually say that let's say if I'm running anything, I would do it in one area, and then afterwards I would choose another city that I would basically almost like infect with my ads. So they would keep seeing it, like, so for example, in Ireland, I would target, let's say, it doesn't have to be in your town specifically that you're targeting, but you have to choose one city. So I would select, let's say, Dublin, and I would just keep on running ads in Dublin. And everybody in Dublin will know that, this is the brand, and if it spreads from Dublin, it means the whole country will find out. So it's like from the capital. Usually it's the best to target capital, but the only problem is, if you choose capital, you need to have a bigger budget. It depends on your budget as well. So if you have a smaller budget, choose smaller town to get popular there. If you have a bigger budget, choose a bigger town, but don't choose a whole country, because definitely it will not work that way. It works with certain products that, like, drop shipping products, that is, eye catchy, and but you're not building a brand with the drop shipping products usually. So yeah, so it's the best way is to target. If you're trying to build a brand and you're building something that you want to sell, and you produce, or you I don't know, whatever way it works, but you have a brand, you must target one city and keep on pushing it. You can start with brand awareness on Facebook, for example. So it means like, because usually what happens, people go instantly, they get the Facebook pixel up, and they want sales. They start running ads related to sales. You might get few sales, but the ad cost will be crazy. the my best approach is actually to not go straight for sales, actually get brand awareness ads. And you can set in brand awareness ads, you can set how many impressions the same person will get in how many days. So if you target at least 7, that's really good, because then they saw your ad so many times, and you run this for a week or so. And then you run the ads, retargeting ads, for example, for sales to the same people that saw your brand or maybe clicked into it, So this is how you do it, guys, okay? And if you need more info, you have some questions, ask me. I've been on Facebook for so long. As I said before in my previous videos, I have spent 15 million on Facebook and Instagram ads. So I know few things, So yeah, guys, peace.